Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cardinals offense will get the first crack at it here. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Snagged out of the air. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have...
There he goes! He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to slam it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Fox. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mountaineers offense will take the field for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Pulls it in, it's Vaughn. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
And I think that was step one for this offense. You didn't want to start backed up, but you did on this first drive. Nice job getting that first down, creating a little bit more space. Now I look to see if they get back on script, maybe get aggressive and see what this offense does today.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's White. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Catch in the middle. It's Lacey. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. Spins away. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Cardinals have their offense in high gear. They're going to ride this running back. Made a defender miss. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Fires left. He's got an open man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Barnes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give on the option. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Those who say you can't go home again don't know Rich Rodriguez as he returns to Morgantown and hoping to take the Mountaineers to near ethereal realm.
Man, you think back to Pat White, Steve Slayton, Noel Devine, all those great players on offense. How much fun Rich Rod's offense was back in the day. I don't know if it's going to look like that right away, David, but you can see why people are really excited.
And it's a totally different look now, right? Like so many guys going into the portal, but you hope it looks like it used to with the explosiveness, with the fun. Obviously, he won a ton of games at that spot, was close to playing for a national title. Can he get the spark back?
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. From the gun, give on the inside. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big...
Breaks into the open. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They'll keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
They go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Creates a little space. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Cardinals didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And how many first downs is that, guys, on this drive alone? This defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The Cardinals will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Louisville! Great job by the back on the option.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3, but get a touchdown here. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Finds his man. It's White.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
And the Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's White. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Give to Brown. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the single back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to pass. It's Moss. Pulls it in. It's Bell. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. Corrals it at the 45. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Makes the catch. It's Gallagher. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Vaughn. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's White. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Wide out trying to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Well, that was a huge touchdown for the offense there, just to try to get some mojo going here at halftime. It had been tough sledding here in the first half. Only a field goal before they finally got into the end zone. So obviously still a lot of work to do. You're still trailing on the scoreboard. That's going to do a lot for their confidence, I think, before heading into the second half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense...
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I gotta protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Rushes on him, and the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
So now it's 2nd and long. Brown has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Third down coming, in the Morgantown faithful making it tough on this big play. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
rides the back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They'll try to get it through the air. A strike downfield. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
On the run, it's White. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Finding an escape route. There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Fires to the big fella. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Obviously, great job picking up the 1st down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Unloads quickly. Got some room in under the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Go straight ahead. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Absolutely perfect. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. To the air, it's Moss. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
And you gotta love it. Get the ball to your playmakers any way you can. Use their speed to your advantage. Nice job handing him the football, getting his speed to the outside to have a successful play.
And the Cardinals with the 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Off play action. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a 1st down. Nice balance by this offense.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another 1st down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
The Cardinals back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Give to Brown. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Cardinals! And the beatdown has ensued. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up for the PAT. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. So it's an 80-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Fires to the big fella. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Jumped on top of the pile. And the Mountaineers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Going for the marker on the ground. Across the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
You know, this guy just has a nose for getting first downs. That's a big risk and gamble there on 4th down, middle of the field. But this guy we've seen in this game already rip off some big runs. I don't know if anywhere as big as the one you just saw, though.
To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it behind the line. It's White. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a grab past the marker. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Hard running there. He wants it all. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the field because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They'll line up to go for 2. They'll go to the air. And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a 1st down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone.
West Virginia, 19.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd down coming, in the Morgantown faithful making it tough on this big play. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bell. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get into those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Give to the running back. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
And the Cardinals are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Ball is loose. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! And the pummeling has started. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Vaughn. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
And the Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Grab near the marker, it's Singleton. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Singleton. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.